Namaste and good morning. Thank you for joining me. It's so wonderful to have you with me today. We're going to do some very gentle, slow flow yoga. And so it's a little new for me too, but I'm going to put my best foot forward and see how it goes. So we're just going to start in the same way that we always do, which is seated comfortably, but with a very, very straight back. Lift the top of the head up, lengthening through the spine. Let the top of the head float up as if it's a hot air balloon. Hi, good morning, Audrey. How's everything in your life? Nice to see you. So yes, sitting tall and relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Let your arms and shoulders be so heavy that they actually pull down, making the neck a little longer than it normally would be. Lift up through the top of the head. And we're just going to begin by breathing deep and try and let the inhalation go all the way to the deepest part of your belly. What we call the root chakra, the very base of the torso. So when you breathe in, the lowest part of the belly will expand and receive that air, and then the middle part of the belly, the chest, even the throat a little bit will receive some air. Go ahead and start your deep, aware, connected breath. As you exhale, you can blow out through your lips or just exhale through your nose, whichever works for you. But at the end of your exhalation, we want to bring the belly in, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, empty all the old air out, and then start it again. Breathe in, send the air deep, fill up as if you're filling a glass of water all the way to the top. You can even visualize that you're pouring a glass of water and visualize that when you reach the top, the water overflows as you bring the air into your head, into your sinuses, into your ears. In yoga, we consider breath to be the life force that gives us our life, the force that we bring in that gives us our life. It's called prana, and these exercises are called pranayama. So let's do it again. Let's breathe in with a lot of consciousness, awareness of the breath and how it feeds the body, the energy for life. As you breathe in, visualize that you're breathing in joy, happiness, health, strength, vigor, enthusiasm, energy, just all those good things that you want in your life. As you exhale, you can visualize that you're sending those good things out into the world, or if you feel like you're holding on to a lot of anxiety or anger or sorrow and you want to let go of that, breathe it out with your exhalation. Let it go. And on your next inhalation, we're going to bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Breathe in and lift, squeeze them up. Really squeeze them as high as you can. And when you exhale, drop them fast with one big breath. Let's do it again. Breathe in, lift the shoulders way up by your ears. Squeeze them up, 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 up. Breathe in. And drop them quick as you exhale. One more time. Breathe it in. Squeeze it up. Nice. Take your right hand, bring it to your left knee, bring it to your left knee. Bring your left hand around behind you. If you're in a chair, you can grab the back of the chair or just the arm on the side of the chair. If you're on the floor, put your hand on the floor behind your left hip and just a gentle looking back over your left shoulder. Gentle seated spinal twist. Nothing too extreme. We're just getting started here. Waking the body up. Let's come back and face forward again. Take another breath in. Squeeze the shoulders up and drop them fast. And let's turn around the other way. Left hand to the right knee and right hand helping you, supporting you to turn around. Look over your right shoulder. Breathing normal, allowing the breath to be deep in the belly. then unwind, facing forward. Let's shrug the shoulders up and back, making big circles. And reverse. Come over the top to the front. Still breathing a lot as you come in and around. Breathe. Over the top to the back again. Just waking the body up. And let's transition to a forward moving bicycle shoulders. One shoulder at a time. Over the front. And then backwards bicycle. Take it slow. We're just taking it slow to start off with. Take your hands into prayer pose now and close the eyes. Connect with your true self. And what do I mean by that? Connect with your true self. There's a part of you that no one else knows. Not your husband, not your wife, not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your brother, not your best friend. Only you know that part of you that's kind of your deepest part. Your awareness. No one else can know that. It's your personal gift to you from the universe. So your true strength and your true authenticity lie there. And yoga and meditation will help you connect with that true self. So this is your moment to try and just focus inward. Close the eyes. Bring your hands to a prayer pose. Bow your head if you want to. And acknowledge the true self inside of you that no one else knows. Accept yourself as you are. Appreciate yourself. Understand yourself. Acknowledge that you're just trying to do the best you can like anybody else. No one's perfect. We all do our best. And now take a moment to set an intention for your yoga practice today. Maybe you have somebody in mind that's going through some kind of a personal crisis or a health crisis, and you want to keep them as your intention today. That's wonderful. Or perhaps your intention is something much more simpler. You just want to feel better. Whatever your intention is, this is your moment to lift it up into the heavens and breathe in as you lift up. Open your eyes, look up, reach up, stretch up, breathe in. Wiggle your fingers and slowly let those fingers and hands and arms sink down like raindrops on a windscreen. Down, down, down. Bow your head and let's round the back and slump the shoulders now. Let your arms rest, let your head be heavy. And perhaps if you really let your head be heavy, you feel the back of your neck stretch, creating space between the vertebrae. Really let the head go. Let your belly go so your neck can really relax. The neck and the belly are very much connected. With every exhalation, relax even more, letting the head drop farther down. Alright, now we're going to move our weight to the left hip and just let the left shoulder dip down a little bit, let the right shoulder rise up a little bit, and the head itself is going to sort of shift over towards that left shoulder. Maybe you turn ear down, maybe you have your face pointed down. It doesn't matter, we're just allowing the body to relax and listen to yourself, listen to your body. What is it asking for right now? Whatever it needs. Deliver that to it joyfully. Beautiful. Come on back now, back to a centered position. Still rounded back, dropping the head, relaxing the neck and the belly. Soft. Let gravity pull you down without resisting it. Everything in the body resists gravity, but right now we're just going to let it go. And we're going to shift our weight towards the right hip. Let the right shoulder dip down. Let the left shoulder rise up just a little. And let the head come close to the right shoulder. Relax through the body. Everything is soft, and the breath is soft too. And when you're ready, shift back. Come back to the center. And let's straighten the back and bring the face up. Beautiful. Let's just turn the head. Look left, look right. Breathe in and out. Staying on the left shoulder. Adjust your posture so your sternum and the front of the body is drawn up, lifting, and squeeze your shoulder blades, looking over your left shoulder. Beautiful posture. And we're going to lift the nose up, look overhead, up and over, all the way to the right shoulder. Keep your posture gorgeous. Breathe in, lift up, and come down. Breathe in, lift up. Be gentle with yourself. If anything doesn't feel right, you can modify it to be a little even more gentle and easy, or you can just rest it out. Anything that you do in yoga class is always, you are the leader. So listen to the body. Don't just listen to me and do whatever I say. If it doesn't feel right, you want to definitely modify it or just rest and wait. I try and keep it gentle, but you are the ultimate arbitrator. If it's not good enough, make it more gentle or just rest. Okay, at this point we're going to stretch the legs out. So I'm going to push the camera back. You go ahead and stretch out your legs and start to wiggle those toes. Connect with those extremities. Take a moment to pull the flesh away from your sitting bone, if that suits you, if that serves your needs, because there's the pelvis points in the hip connecting down into the earth, and feeling that connection is really great for lifting through the torso, keeping the posture elevated. Having something to push down gives you something to rise up from. Let's take a minute to flex our ankles and tighten up the muscles of the thighs and the knees, and just allow your hands to move from ankles to hips, reaching forward slightly, bringing the body up to perfectly vertical, and work with your breath as well, breathing in and out. Coming up, we're going to relax the legs. Let the legs be really loose now. Let them just flip and flop back and forth. Take your hands right above your knees on the thighs and direct the legs to flop out and in, out and in. The feet should be doing that too, because they're all connected. You should actually feel something in the hips happening as the legs go out and in, out and in. Let's let them both go to the left now, and left and right, left, right, left, right. Alright, circle your ankles a couple of times in, and then reverse the circle, go out. Alright, let's bring our bodies into the capital letter L shape. So we bring our arms overhead, reaching up, and flex the ankles, tighten the legs, reach up, 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 breathe in. And reach for the diagonal as if you're reaching for the top of the wall across the room beyond your toes. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight, and reach from your tailbone to your fingertips and the top of the head. Also reach, 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 reach for that corner where the wall meets the ceiling. It's a 45-degree angle from your hips, your fingertips. And now we come back up to the capital letter L, stretch it up, breathe in. Exhale. Keep reaching up, breathe in. Flex those ankles, tighten the legs. We're going for the diagonal again. Reach for the top of the wall, look down at your legs. Reach with the top of your head, your fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Keep breathing. It's quite vibrant. And now every time you exhale, sink down just a hair. Every time you inhale, reach a little farther. And coming down all the way, slowly straighten back up. I gotta like my music a little louder. It's very nice today. Reaching up. Go for the diagonal. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Just a little bit. exhale, sink. Perhaps your hands are coming down close to your toes or your heels or your feet. If you can, just grab a hold. Maybe you just grab at your ankles or your shins. Grab a hold and just give a little gentle tug against the length of your legs. Lengthening through the spine, lift the top of the head back up at that diagonal as you pull on your legs. Wonderful. Coming back up, we're going to bring one leg in and let the other leg extend out. So the right leg is out for me, and I'm just going to slide my hand along the leg towards the ankle, bring the other hand up and over, stretch and breathe. Stay here for at least 5 long, slow, deep, full breaths. Be in the moment. Don't think about your to-do list. Connect with your true self. Honor your body. And up we come. Switching the legs. Let's try the other side. Slide the hand from the hip towards the ankle, and the other arm comes up and over, stretch and breathe. And reach up, come back up. Beautiful. Stretch those legs right out in front again. We're going to reach for the toes. You can round your back here. You don't have to keep your back super straight. In fact, let's let the legs open a little bit, maybe shoulder distance apart. And reach your hands towards your ankles. Allow yourself to be rounded in the back and heavy on the head. Let the neck relax and drop your head forward and down. Walk your fingers farther if that suits you. Find a good balance point here. Try to relax. Relax everything in the body. Softness rules. That was very, very helpful to kind of work all those kinks out. So now we're going to stretch the legs out and just allow yourself to round down, flow down onto the mat. Find a comfortable place for the head, arms, and legs. Very, very heavy on the floor. And take a moment to just connect with your weight on the floor. Where is the weight moved down into the earth through the backs of the hands and backs of the arms, your shoulders and hips, your heels, calf muscles. Everybody's a little different. Try not to resist gravity. Let gravity pull you down. And just go with the flow. As you relax in your Savasana, heavy on the floor, let's try to connect with our breath and really blow the breath out and squeeze the belly in. If you're at home and you're not in and around other people, you should be really taking advantage of the fact that you can blow out and evacuate your lungs. Get all the cold air out of the lungs, out of the belly, out of the whole body. Squeeze it out. And now breathe in fresh, clean air. Do it again, and this time as you breathe in, feel your lungs expand, feel the extra space being created between each of your rib bones. Expand the ribs as big as possible, breathe in, and blow it out, squeeze the belly, get rid of all the old air. We're trying to flush all the toxins out of the body by breath work. Breathe in. Expand the rib cage. Expand the belly. exhale. One more time. Breathe in. And blow out. Wonderful. Bring your arms overhead and give yourself a nice long stretch, like a long body stretch. Wonderful. Bend the knees. Put the heels close to the hips. And we're going to rock the pelvis. Rock the pelvis by pushing the lower back down flat onto the ground. Relax your arms. Arms are not involved in this. Shoulders and chest, easy. This is all lower belly, lower abdomen. Rock your pelvis. Push the lower back down into the mat. Squeeze the lower belly. Squeeze the hips. Push down with the lower back. Flat against the floor. Squeezing in the belly. Keep your breath light and easy. And release, relax. Let both knees drop to the left. If you don't feel comfortable about your knees right now, you can open them a little bit. Open them until you feel better. You don't have to have a tight flexure in the hip, in the knees. Once again, I urge you to let gravity pull you down. Don't resist it. Let go. Let go of any tension in your lower back, or hips, or legs, or mind. Up. Let's bring them both to the right. Adjust your arms however you want them to be right now. Relax everything. Those knees up and bring them all the way to your chest. Bring your hands to grab onto your knees and squeeze them in and release. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in and release. Feet back to the floor. We're going to put the left ankle on the right knee. Reach your left hand through that triangle of legs. If you look, pick up your head and look, you'll see kind of a triangle shape with the legs. Reach your left hand through and your right hand on the outside of your right leg. Interlock your fingers behind your right knee and squeeze it in. Feel a gentle stretch in the hip, the left hip mostly. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and hold. Release your hands. Put both feet on the floor. Rock the pelvis. Rock it as much as you can. Back and forth. Just moving and breathing. All right, let's put the right ankle on the left knee. Right hand reaching through the triangle, left hand on the outside of the left leg. Bring the legs up and interlock your fingers behind the left knee. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and let it out. Find a good little breath with this small movement. And when you're ready, squeeze it in and hold it in. Release. Bring the feet to the floor. Arms out to the side. Palms are up. And we're going to move the hips in a circle here. As if you're a hula dancer. Big circle with the hips. As big as you can manage. And change direction. Go around the other way. yourself here. I'm going to invite you to open the knees outward and put the palms, or the soles of the feet together. If that does not suit you, just keep your knees up, or find some middle ground in between that suits you. Up, feet on the floor, and now we're going to do something that actually is a little bit more of an exercise rather than a relaxation. Bring yourself up, and we're going to bring the hands to the ground behind your hips. And we're going to do the reverse table, bringing the body up into a table. You're going to allow your head to drop back. Try to relax your neck and let your head drop back. Hold right here, breathe. If you want, you can bring your head up. If you don't feel comfortable with your head hanging back, you can bring it up to any position that feels right. Let's squeeze the buttocks in a little bit and bring our table a little flatter. And now bring your hips all the way back between your hands. Straighten out your legs. And reach forward, grab onto your toes, or your ankles, or your shins. Feel the reverse of what you just did in your lower back. Slowly begin to relax and drop forward, letting the head be heavy. Lifting the head, breathing in, coming up tall. If you need to, you can walk up your legs to push yourself up. Hands next to your hips. Your feet are going to bend and place onto the ground. Bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. Let's go back to reverse table. Keep breathing. Two more breaths. Keep steady and strong. Slowly drop the hips down and scoot back so that your hips come between your hands. And reach for your toes or your ankles or your shins, bending forward. Drop the head. What do you think? Can we do it one more time? Yes. All the way up to the reverse table. Keep breathing. Squeeze those buttocks. Strong arms, strong legs, strong torso. 2 more breaths. And reverse. Place the hips between the hands. Reach for your toes. Come back to seated. Open the legs just medium. Maybe a little wider than your hips. We're going to bring the right hand to the left foot. Left hand coming to the floor to support the body. Reach around and grab the little toe edge of your foot. So reach around and grab the little toe edge. Gently pull. If you want, you can look back over your left shoulder. You can look down at your leg. Or you can look forward. Pull with your right arm against the length of your left leg. And release. Come back up. Let's reach out. Breathe in. Keep reaching up. Exhale. Inhale again. Reach up more. Raindrops, the hands come down like raindrops on a window pane. Take that left hand, reach for the right foot now. Grab the little toe edge, put your right hand on the ground outside of your right leg to support the body as you reach and pull. up against the length of your right leg with your left hand. Look over your right shoulder, or look down at your leg, or look forward. Whatever feels right to you right now. Up. Let's reach up. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands are going to come right inside your knees. Walk forward with your hands. Bring your elbows inside your knees. Palms up. Round your back. Drop the head. Soften the body. If you want, you can go a little deeper into your stretch. Walking the fingers forward. Great. Let's see if we can sit up in the hero pose. So we're going to be on our knees and we are going to sit on our heels. Now if this does not work for you, you can sit the normal way, or you can modify by putting a pillow on your knees or between your heels and your hips. There's different ways you can use a pillow. You can also, if you have a yoga bolster, you can actually sit like on a horse. That is actually really an easy way to modify this. But a lot of people don't have those big bolster pillows. Whatever you're doing, we're going to reach now up and we're going to touch our shoulders and roll the elbows around. Lots of breath here. Work your shoulders by moving the elbows in the biggest circle you can. And let's reverse it. Bring your hands together in prayer pose, but way out in front of your forehead. And bring your elbows together. So elbows are together, wrists are together, fingertips are together. Lift up and sink down. Breathe in, lift up and sink down. You should really feel the shoulder blades, the scapula in the upper back shifting, creating space. Reach the arms out, stretch it wide, try and touch both walls. Reaching wide, lift the hands, palms up, lift up and breathe in. And bring your prayer hands down. Push it up, breathe in. Come wide. Let's bring our arms into a crisscross, crossing at the elbows if possible, and wrap the forearms so that the fingers come into the palm of the hand, or some wrapping kind of action here as we come up and down. Breathe in. Notice which elbow is on top, because you're going to do it again, and the other elbow will be on top when we do it again. Breathe in and lift, and bring it down. And unwind your arms, reach wide. Palms up, breathe in, lift. Bring it down to your heart. Lift up, breathe in. Send those arms out to the side. Let's do that again. Breathe in, lift up. Bring it to your heart. Bow your head. Stay here for a moment. It up. Breathe in, arms out, and we crisscross the other way. Lift and down. Spread it wide. Bring your arms behind your hips, interlock your fingers, squeeze your arms straight. If this doesn't work for you, you can use a rag or a belt or any kind of fabric, or even your shirt. You can just grab your shirt. The idea is to squeeze the shoulders back and lift the face. Breathe. Keep squeezing your arms back Squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's squeeze the shoulder blades at the top, right at the base of the neck. Push them together right there. Squeeze. Breathe. Bring the squeeze to the middle of the shoulder blades. And start to slowly bring your head face down. Squeeze at the base of your shoulder blades and bow your head. You can release here, or you can do the advanced challenge, bending at the waist. Bring your forehead to the floor and come off of your heels onto the top of your head, allowing the hands to come over. Let me turn a little bit so you can see a little better what I'm doing. Bring the forehead down, come up off of your heels, and let the hands rise up, or maybe they come all the way over, so you may have them up in the air, or they may come over close to the floor beyond your head. Slide back onto the heels and release the arms. Let them float. Let them float. And slowly come to rest on your knees. You can round your back here, drop your head. And just be quiet with yourself for a moment. Ready? We're going to come into the normal table position, which is just your hands and knees position. Work my yoga mat a little bit here. Once you're on your hands and knees, make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders, fingers are spread wide on the yoga mat, your knees are right under your hips. And push with your fingertips a little bit into the mat so that you strengthen your wrists. Be sure you also keep your shoulders pushed away. Don't collapse around the neck. Push away. We're going to arch, dropping the head and the tailbone. And sway the back down. Lift the face, lift the tailbone. Push away with your shoulders. Slowly sink down with the face and tailbone, lifting the middle of the back up into the cat position. And then sink the middle back down with the face and tailbone into the cow position. And I invite you to move back and forth between cat and cow at any speed that feels good to you right now. Be sure you breathe as you move your face up. You can breathe in, and as you drop your head, you can breathe out. This is one of the nicest things you can do for yourself. Do it every day if you can. Even if you don't come down onto your hands and knees, you can do it standing. Put your hands on the back of a chair or a table or a sofa. Make sure it's a strong, stable piece of furniture that it's not going to collapse or slide. And feel yourself arch and sway. Breathe a lot. And keep that spine flexible. We don't want to feel stiff. Aches and pains. We want to stay flexible, free, youthful in our movement. So you got to use it, or you might lose it. And this is what we're doing now. You can go any speed. Perhaps after a while, the speed starts to pick up a little bit. Back to a flat back. Let's look around the left shoulder and try to see your left hip. Stick the hip out, look for it, but if you don't see it, don't worry about it. Look for the right hip around the right shoulder. And we're going to go back and forth again. Breathe a lot. Ready? Switch back to cat and cow again, arch and sway. Let's come down onto our elbows and forearms. Stretch your right foot back and put your toes on the ground and push back through that heel. And this is a 30-second static stretch. We're going to stay here pushing back through a straight leg, through the heel, push back, stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep breathing, keep pushing back through the heel, static stretch, 30 seconds. We've done 10 seconds so far. Keep going, push. Stretch that Achilles tendon, the heel, the calf muscle, the arch of the foot. Push back through the foot. 5 more seconds. All right. Lift the leg up into the air. It goes high as it wants, and just kick the leg a few times in the air. Nothing special, just kick it out. Let it be a real mule kick. And bring the knee down to the floor. Let your hips come back to your heels, forehead to the floor. Pose of a child. Take a moment. Rise back up. We're on our forearms. We're going to stretch that left foot back. Put the toes on the ground and push back through your heel. Find the right spot. And here we go. 30 seconds. Static stretch. Pushing back through a straight leg. You'll really feel it if you can get that knee straight. And I really encourage you to do that. I think that's something everybody can do. Straight leg, heel stretch. 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds. And now we let the leg drift up. Let it go as high as it wants to go. Give it a kick, bend the knee, kick it out. Bend the knee, put it on the ground. Let's let our legs go wide. Big toes touching, knees wide. Wide-legged pose of a child. Bring your heart to the floor if you can. Bring your heart to the earth. Up. Let's come back into the table position. We're going to bring the right foot forward and lean into it. Scoot back and bring your heel to the floor, but your toes are up and your head comes close to your leg. Bow down. Weight onto that front foot and stretch the back, the hip flexor in the front of the left foot, left hip. And once again, rock back. Come back to table. Let's do a few cat and cows, just good measure. Let's see if we can put the left foot up in front by the hands, stretching forward into a crescent lunge type of shape. We feel the front of the right thigh. Get a nice hip flexor stretch. Lift up through the top of the head, lift up through the sternum. Rock back onto the knee and lift the toes. Maybe find an adjustment in your position and bring your face close to your knee. Down your head by your leg. And rocking forward, foot on the floor in front, hip flexor stretch in the right leg. rock back, bow the head, lift the toes. Let's come into table again. Half and count. Turn your toes under, and we're going to pick the hips up, straightening the legs a little bit. Drop the head between the arms. Adjust your downward dog to a good pose for a good stretch. Push the hips up and back. Drop the head between the arms down towards the yoga mat. Stretching through the back. Let's shift the weight. One heel up, one heel down. Take your dog for a walk. Let your hips shift left and right. And then push back, one heel, both heels down, push back, drop the head. Bring the knees down to the mat, almost all the way. Don't let them touch. Push back to downward dog. Drop the knees, don't let them touch. And downward dog. Hovering table. And downward dog. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet and find yourself hanging from your hips. All your weight on your feet, no weight on your hands anymore. Allow yourself to hang from your waist like a rag doll. Be very loose in the upper body, neck, shoulders, arms. Bring both hands to your left ankle and your nose to your left knee. Both hands to the right ankle, nose to right knee. One hand in front of each foot. Bend your knees. Put your hands on your knees and push your body away. Push the body up as you push the legs away. Reach up. Find yourself standing. Yes, arms can come out and up. Reach up, breathe in. And prayer hands come down. Push it up, breathe in, and out and down. So let's take the feet a little bit wide and shift your weight on your feet. Let one ankle flex at a time, pick up the toes. Hands can come to the waist. And let the hip move out. Send that hip out. Bend the knee, send the hip out, lift the toes. Shade sides. Sinking way down in that hip. And let's stand tall. Let your arms just swing. Bend your knees as your arms swing your arms around. We stand tall. Stand tall, bring your feet right under your hips, toes pointing forward. Look down, make sure your toes are pointing forward. They're not splayed out, one going right, one going left. Roll your shoulders back and let your arms hang from your shoulders. Let your shoulders hang from your torso. Tuck your tailbone under and tuck your belly in. Just tighten the legs of the muscles of the legs. Lift the knees. Find the weight on your feet, really pushing down in the balls of the feet, behind the toes, and in the heel. Reach the arms out and up, stretch up, breathe in. Let that left arm reach up, 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 up. The right arm starts to sink. Watch it sink. Comes all the way down to hang next to your leg. Look at it down there. Reach the other arm straight up, 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 reach. Lengthen strengthening the side body, creating space in the armpit and the ribs. Lift the right hand to join the left. Just both hands up, stretch up, breathe in. Keep reaching up with your right hand. Reach, reach, reach with your right hand. Watch the left hand start to sink. Let it sink all the way down to hang by the leg. Reach that right hand way up. Create space in the armpit, in the ribs. Feel the shift of the skeleton inside your body. Reach. And the left hand starts to rise. Watch it rise. Reach up with both hands now. Breathe in, reach up. Arms out to the side. Let's bring the feet a little bit wider. Bend the knees down halfway to a chair and swim. Let's see if we can swim faster. Slow it down, slow it down. Reach forward, reach back at the same time. And go backstroke. Bring the face up. Keep the knees bent. Reach. Both hands up. Stretch tall. Bring it down. Bring your hands down to the floor in front of your feet. Bend your knees. Let your head be heavy. Let your head be so heavy it's like a bowling ball on the end of a rope. Pulling down. You're going to bend the knees. Keep the arms heavy. Keep the head heavy. Push with your legs and round your back. Let your spine decompress just a little bit. Creating space between each of the vertebrae. Let the head stay heavy as the body rounds up, slowly coming back. Reach the arms out and up. Stretch up. Breathe in. This time as we bring the right hand down, look at it down there. Tap your hand against the side of your leg and walk your fingers down towards your knee, bringing the body over. Feel a gentle stretch through the side body. Walk your fingers back up your leg. Reach up with the left hand. Reach up with the right hand. Left hand comes down. Look at it. Tap it against the side of your leg and walk your fingers down towards your knee. Bring your body over. Let the hip come way out. Stay here and breathe. Walk the fingers back up the leg. Reach up. Both hands up. Stretch up. Breathe in. Arms come down. And let's come back to seated pose. I see I've got a few extra people join me a little late. Hi, Jane. Hi, Ellis. All right, so I'm in the easy position with the legs crossed, and I'm just going to sit here for a moment and be quiet and still. Give us a little bit of moment to recuperate and bring the body back in to a still and calm mode. You have to integrate all of that movement and get it to settle in, but strengthen and invigorate. So now we're going to work on our arms and hands a little bit. Interlock your fingers in front of your chest and just squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Let's move away from the chest in a big circle and come back in. Breathe a lot. Reverse it. And in Invert the fingers round the back, drop the head. Bring them overhead, stretch the body straight up, bring the hands to the back of the neck, and look up through the top of your eyes. Blink your eyes, look up. Keep breathing, keep putting the elbows way back. Push the elbows back. Lift your sternum up and forward. Shine your heart forward. Keep blinking. Reach it up, stretch up, breathe in. Round your back, drop your head, look down. Stretch your fingers forwards. And come back to prayer pose. Let's do the Thymus Thump. Bend your fingers. Let your blunt fingertips pound in the chest area. If you have long fingernails, that probably doesn't feel too good, so you could use your knuckles. If you've got nice blunt fingers like me, you can just pound, pound, pound on your sternum area, up to the collarbone, down and up. We're stimulating the glands in the thymus, and also, you know, all of the glands in the armpit and in the neck. We're trying to just get everything to wake up, do its job, keeping you healthy, keeping you well in this time of too many people getting sick. Let our body be strong and ready to take on any germs that come our way. Make your pounding not just a tap, not just a gentle touch, touch, touch. We're really trying to get in through the surface tissues and have some effect in the glands. Down and up, out and in. Down and up, out and in. Now we're going to go above the collarbone into the base of the neck and up to the jaw, down to the collarbone, all the way through behind the ears right there, and under the jaw, down the neck, towards the collarbone. Bring it above the jaw now, right in front of the ear, through the cheeky area, up to the temples, down to the jaw. Let's go behind the ear and above the ear, and work your way up to the very top of your head. Tap, tap, tap. Come down to your forehead. Tap, tap, tap. Turn your face, turn your fingers so that you've got a finger following your hairline, or where you once had a hairline, maybe. Tap, tap, tap down to the eyebrows and up to the hairline. And down to the temples and jaw. Down to the neck and collarbone, jaw to collarbone. Behind the ears. Let's go behind the neck and really pound on the back of the neck where those muscles reach down from the skull towards the shoulder blades. And now we just rub back there. Rub, grab, squeeze. Just rub and squeeze. Take your hands, just put your elbows in front of your chest and bring your hands parallel, your arms parallel, your hands, fingers up. Reach back, bring the elbows up like they're fox ears on your head, right up by the top of your head. Reaching the hands back onto the shoulder blades. And maybe go inside the shirt and really grab a hold of the muscle in the upper shoulder area and drag it forward over the crest of the shoulders. Reach the fingers back, drag it up. And for the last few minutes here, just finalize your massage in your neck. Bring yourself back to balanced, centered, and find your gratitude. Gratitude for your life, for your breath, for your body, for your friends and family, for everything that you have. No, focus on the negative. Focus on what you have, and focus on how grateful you are to have it. Thank you for this hour of gentle, slow flow yoga. I really appreciate your time and your energy and your attention. I grant you my most sincere namaste. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you back here on Thursday for another session together. Thank you.